Now you guys have already seen me review the Samsung Galaxy Book Pro, but now let me introduce you to its little brother, the Samsung Galaxy Book Go. Yes, what's good people? It's your boy Jamo. Now, simple things today. We're out here with the Samsung Galaxy Book Go. Now, before I go any further, let me give a big shout out to my guys at Vodafone for borrowing me this Samsung Galaxy Book Go to give you guys a little review. Now, as I said, the theme of today's video is nice and simple. Galaxy Book Go came out in 2021. Is this laptop, this middle child, still relevant in 2022? Let's have a look, but first, let's get the unboxing and specs out of the way. Right, now the unboxing is pretty much simple. You get a USB-C to USB-C cable. You also get a 25 watt power adapter USB-C, so you can even use this to charge your smartphones. You also get some Samsung quick start paperwork and rubbish and stuff like that. And last but not least, you get the Samsung Galaxy Book Go. Now on the right hand side of the laptop, we've got Kensington lock, USB-A, USB-C, and we've got a SIM card port. And on the left hand side, we've got USB-C, 3.5mm headphone jack, and we've got a mini SD card reader. Nice addition to have that directly in the laptop. And then just showing you the keyboard here, we've basically got like a kind of Apple MacBook style going on with the black on silver keys, and we've got a nice big touchpad as well with 2 click zones. Yeah, it does feel good. Now the specs are a little bit different on the Samsung Galaxy Book Go in comparison to your normal laptops. The processor is a Snapdragon 7C coupled with 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage, and a 14-inch LCD panel. Now you're probably wondering, why would anyone want to put a Snapdragon processor, a processor that's designed to power a tiny phone, in a big boy laptop? And the reason is simple. Snapdragon processors, in comparison to Intel processors, although they're not as powerful, they're super good at battery life, fam, you understand? So whereas most Windows laptops will claim that they last about 12 hours, and then when it gets down to it, you're getting about 2 hours of battery life, this should give you near enough the full 9 hours, 18 hours that Samsung are suggesting. Now in terms of the screen, I've been using this for a couple of days, and the screen can get you from A to Z, yeah? It can do the bare minimum. It gets decently bright inside, however, I don't think I would take it outside in direct sunlight because it doesn't get that bright. The colors are quite good, it doesn't look too dull. However, the viewing angles are they're just not the one. Now if I turn it to the left, you see how the screen just kind of disappears. It just kind of gets a lot darker. To you as a laptop user, it won't really matter too much because you're gonna always be sitting in front of the laptop. However, if you're putting your laptop down, let's say you're watching a bit of Netflix on it and you're walking around your room doing some chores whilst you're watching Netflix on the laptop, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be pretty, nor is it gonna be pretty for people sitting to the side of you that are looking onto your laptop kind of thing. If you're trying to show them something, you're gonna have to angle the laptop to them. Now again, sound at this price point is okay. You've got stereo speakers. They are not upwards firing, they are downwards firing, so you know, they're gonna sound a little bit muffly kind of thing. The microphone and webcam are not the best I've heard, but they will get you through the odd Zoom call or the odd Microsoft Teams call. I'd definitely say pair this laptop with a good headset. The webcam is whatever, you know, unless you're streaming and you really need that super good quality, you'll be okay with the webcam offering that they've got on the Samsung Galaxy Go. Now performance, I'm not gonna lie, it did surprise me a bit in a good way. Like all of the apps that are on the Microsoft Store, it can run them. It can actually run them. A lot of apps on the Microsoft Store work really well with the Snapdragon processor that's inside this thing. And it can use those apps and still preserve battery life. However, when you come out of that Microsoft ecosystem, that Microsoft safety net of apps that they've got in the Microsoft store, that's where it's a bit, you know, lucky dip in terms of whether your application is gonna work. Now, the laptop is compatible with 32-bit and 64-bit applications. However, some of them just won't work. For example, a lot of video games, they can be installed on the machine, but having them work on the processor, the ARM processor, yeah, it's just not gonna happen, fam, unless the game is super duper old. However, a type of gaming that does work very well on this Samsung Galaxy Book Go is doing your game streaming. So I'm talking Google Stadia, Nvidia Now, xCloud, all them kind of online game streaming services work very well. And the Wi-Fi chip in here seems to be compatible with my Wi-Fi 6 router, and I'm getting pretty much good lossless online game streaming from this device. So I'm not too mad as long as I've got a good, decent internet connection. Now, anything Microsoft Edge, anything you're doing on a web browser, you're good to go. Yeah, you're honestly good to go. I don't even need to say it. It will just work for you. And that's all good. And what's really good is that using Microsoft Edge on this, yeah, or any web browser, Google Chrome, you know, the RAM management, it might be a bit sticky, but with Microsoft Edge browser, for this device specifically, it just works really well in terms of the performance and the battery life. I can tell you this now, my MSI GE66 Radar, if I just use Google Chrome or I just use a web browser and I'm web browsing, I might get 3 hours, I might get 4 hours. I've been web browsing on this for practically the whole day since I unboxed it, and I've not needed to charge it yet. Now, my MSI GE60 Radar simply cannot imagine that level of battery stamina. But then again, this Samsung Galaxy Book Go could simply not imagine the game playing performance that my MSI GE66 would have with its dedicated NVIDIA 3070 graphics cards. So, is the Galaxy Book Go really a thing in 2022? I guess it depends what you're trying to do with the laptop. If you're a student now, yeah, if you're just typing up the old essay, using a lot of Microsoft Word, Microsoft Teams, and you need it to last all day without being tethered to like a wall charger, a wall plug, this is for you. This would be a good secondary laptop as well for anyone that needs to use a laptop, use a full web browser experience on the go without being tethered to a wall plug. However, if you're looking for performance in terms of video editing, game playing, and any kind of application that is not necessarily built within the Microsoft Store, this might not be for you. You can definitely try it, but it might not be for you. Now guys, thanks for watching. If you do find out that the Galaxy Book Go is for you, make sure you check the description section below for the latest and greatest offers from my guys at Vodafone. For now, I'll catch you guys in the next one.